This time we will have a look at the family handling with the linear library in Revit. For this, a separate tab is available in the linear control board, which is assigned to the selected discipline. For example, I select the discipline heating and switch to the library tab. In the upper area, we see a button to open the linear CAD browser if you want to work with manufacturer components. I've already shown how this works in a previous video available on our YouTube channel. The Library tab is the central place for neutral as well as own and third-party families. Of course, we deliver the most common components directly with our software solution. Below the CAD browser button, you will find the construction level settings, which allows you to specify the height at which a component should be integrated into the model when you place it. Below this, you will find the components in the library. Basically, here you see all available components logically sorted and you can select the desired one. When selecting the families, you can also see directly whether this has already been loaded into the project or not. If the respective family has not yet been loaded into the project, you will first see a schematic representation. This is deliberately chosen so as not to overload your project from the beginning. The desired families will be loaded as needed. A click on the family is sufficient and it is loaded in the background and then available for use. This way you keep your project lean and have only the components in the project that you really use. To simplify the selection, you have the option to filter it. So as mentioned at the beginning, you can also display only the families of the respective discipline by narrowing the selection here in the upper area to discipline. So here we see all heating components. Alternatively, you can also display only the components that are already loaded in the project. Here, all used families are listed independent of the discipline. In the third area under Locations, you can then also enable access to additional families from any directories. So here, you can comfortably integrate your own families or also components from external sources into the linear libraries. A frequently used option in this way is to make centrally provided families available for the entire company. You can define these locations in the Revit settings. To do this, navigate to the options and find the Places button in the File Location area. All the directories stored here will then also be listed in the Linear Library tab, and families contained there can thus be loaded, sorted, and used. Regardless of the pre-selection you've chosen, a free text search is available to help you find components quickly and specifically in all the three areas. Once you've selected the desired component, there are several options for integrating it into the model. You determine this by selecting the mode. The first mode is the Place mode. If you place the component, it will be placed in a model with a selected construction level height. I would like to show you this using the example of an expansion tank, which I'm integrating here at the height of 2 meters. To do this, I go to a floor plan, select the appropriate position, and place the component. In the 3D view, you can then see that the component has been positioned at the desired height. The second mode is the Place on Grid mode. This allows you to place several components on a specific grid at the same time. This is very helpful, for example, when positioning air outlets in a room. There is a separate feature of the week for this as well, which you can find on our YouTube channel. The third mode is the Replace mode, which allows you to replace components. When replacing, not only the component itself is replaced, but also the connection is adjusted. This can also be done with multiple components at the same time. To do this, use the Force mode Multiple Replace. If this is activated, you can select any number of components and replace them in one step. You can also select components already installed in the model using the pipette in order to place them again with the same convenience of the modes described. All families in one central place with the possibility to integrate them comfortably into your project. The Linear Library, workflow instead of workaround.